Dooby 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 doo. It is July 28th. And that was my alarm to wake up. I'm awake. I was actually awake a while ago. All right, July 28th. It's some would know this as a Monday. I know it as my weekend. I work nights, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So, Monday and Tuesday is my weekend. Most of Sunday, too, after I sleep off of Saturday night's shift. And today, this is pre-recorded, so I'm sorry I don't get to see the chat. I probably should put that banner up. Pre-recorded. Oh, wow. Pre-recorded. I'm not here. Okay, there we go. Pre-recorded. I'm not here. I did this StreamYard format so that you can chat amongst yourselves if you so choose. And I don't know. I didn't feel like editing videos. So I'm just gonna go with it. And today I'm going to cover releasing the Howard files. You guys have all heard of the Epstein files? Epstein, yeah. There's been a lot of speculation. Who's in those files? Who's on those lists? Who did Epstein work with? Who helped him? Who were his, I don't know, what do you call them, customers? Who are the bad people? I'm seeing something new on the internet, a new name for the GOP, Guardians of Pedophiles. Guardians of Pedophiles. It's cute. Now, it's fitting because of what the Republican-led Congress, especially the Senate, the House is coming around, and the administration, which is all GOP, they're protecting something in the Epstein files, and I believe it's the boss, it's the big guy, it's Donald Trump, but we don't know that because we can't get the files released. Well, the other files, the Howard files, I am going to release them right now. You might know Howard Dowling has been off the internet. Off of producing on the internet. It turns out his YouTube got banned. Howard, if you're listening, create a new account, man. You can still play. You just got to play with a new account. You weren't monetized anyway, right? So what's another free account? Gmail is free, and Gmail is the only thing you need to create a YouTube account, I think. It's been a while since I've done it, but yeah. All right, Howard Dowling, proof of life. He is alive, and he has been emailing me, and I haven't been checking my email, so I missed this one's from the 26th. Now, if I don't release something like his email address, or if I review something that's I'm not protecting Trump or Epstein. I'm doing full disclosure except for what would dox somebody. All right, on the 26th at 1:48 p.m. That's 2 days ago. He sends me, maybe you could discuss 14th degree Scottish Rite Masonry Ladies Auxiliary, because I'm not conversant. I don't know the degrees of Masonry. I was in Demolay a billion years ago. Some would say I was in Demolay before Jacques de Molay became a martyr. I'm kidding. It's not been that long. 14th degree. I don't know the first degree, second degree, third degree, 32nd degree. I think it is 33rd degree. I don't know what is the 14th degree Scottish Rite. Ladies Auxiliary. The only thing for the ladies I'm aware of is Eastern Star. For the girls, Job's Daughters or Rainbow Girls. So I don't know. Okay, Howard. When I have time, I will do some internet research on 14th degree Scottish Rite Masonry and Ladies Auxiliary. I'm not conversant either, but okay, by request, I will do that topic sometime soon. Okay, I am now deleting that file. Did not mention any politicians, and he's got a Nobody's Loves Me. Okay, what is this? Facebook. Howard, you submitted an appeal on July 28th, 2025. Check here for the result. What happens next? Oh, he's banned from Facebook too. Howard, what are you doing? What do you, okay, he's been off of the YouTube for a while because his Howard account got banned, and now he's apparently banned from Facebook too. If we find your account does follow our community standards, you'll be able to use Facebook again. If we find your account doesn't follow our community standards, it will be permanently disabled, and you won't be able to build again. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Quite frankly, who uses Facebook anymore? Okay. All right. So those of you who have been in contact with Howard by Facebook, that seems to have gone away. And everyone knows Howard, when he was on YouTube, was a big Grateful Dead fan. So he sent me a couple of YouTube links, and I guess I will share them. This is for you, Howard. Oh, I got to present, share screen. What is this? I Need a Miracle. 2013 remaster. All right. Let us hit it. This one is dedicated to Howard, who's not currently on YouTube or Facebook. It just occurred to me, come on, Finkel, you do better. This may very well be copyrighted. Okay, all right. So your instructions, the audience of maybe 2 or 3, I don't know, I'm not live, so I can't see. Go to Grateful Dead, I Need a Miracle, 2013 remaster, and play it for yourself as an audience member. So yeah, I'm sorry, Howard, I can't, I don't know if I can play it or not. All right. And he sent me another one. Present, share screen. We bid you good night. Oh, this is before they were dead. Okay, this is from 1989. We bid you good night, live at Hampton Coliseum in Hampton, Virginia. Oh, I've driven past that place a few times on the way to Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. Yeah, okay. I'm going to play about 30 seconds. Again, I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. Lay down, my dear brother. Lay down and take your rest. I want you to lay your head upon your Savior's breast. I love you. Okay, just like the last one, you get a few seconds. Don't know the copyright rules, so if you're interested in what Howard shared on this, go to Grateful Dead YouTube channel, and we bid you good night. Parentheses, live at Hampton Coliseum, Hampton, Virginia, on October 8th, 1989. Let me think. Let me go down memory lane. Where was I? 89. Fort Polk, October. May have been in Panama for Nimrod Dancer. Nimrod Dancer was the build up to what they call it, Just Cause, when they took out Noriega. My group didn't take out Noriega. We were there to agitate Noriega. I think that was approximately October. Yeah. So I was either in Fort Polk assigned to the 5th ID in Panama. Not sure. I was not in Hampton, Virginia. Just a couple years before, I was in Norfolk, Virginia. I was there until, well, it was October-ish of 1988 when I was in the United States Navy. Okay. Yeah, go to We Bid You Goodnight, live at Hampton Coliseum, Hampton, Virginia. It's on the Grateful Dead YouTube channel. Okay. What else do we have from the Howard files? Actually, that's it. Okay. No major politicians have been outed. So nothing really gossipy from the Howard files. All right. So what I say today is, I think I claimed, probably falsely, that is the 28th of July. It's Monday. I'm recording this at a little bit about 8:39 a.m. Okay. Let me see. Releasing the Howard files. Okay. I took notes so I don't get too distracted. Got to be out the door. What am I doing today? Today, Polly and I are looking at two cars. We're replacing the car that some asshole totaled last weekend. Not this recent weekend, the weekend before. God, so it already feels like a million years ago. All right. One's at the Mazda dealer. She had a Mazda 3, and she really liked it. She loved that car. I still don't feel like I'm in the doghouse. I feel like I should be in the doghouse, but it was the other guy's fault. But okay. A newer version of her former Mazda 3, and the other possibility is a Subaru dealer. Sometimes she said the only remorse she had was not going Subaru when she bought the Mazda the first time. So we're going to give Subaru a chance. She's going to give. She's got the final say. And I got to say this, guys. Full coverage, man. When my cruise was totaled, on January 3rd, winter snowstorm during COVID, I was taking a fellow to the CVS to get some COVID medicine because his COVID was a lot worse than mine. And heading back, we got T-boned, and my camera failed, and it was a he said versus he said thing. It took his insurance months, I tell you, to pay me, but they did pay me. They pay me quite well. The problem was I only had liability. Once I paid that car off, I'm like, I don't have to have full coverage anymore. So I'm going to go on the cheap and just bring it down to liability. What liability means is your insurance is responsible for the damages to other cars and property. The only people responsible to your car is the insurance of the turdwad who hit you. So I wasn't getting paid anything except for by his insurance. And with him saying one thing and me saying the other, and the police report taking forever, I was out without payment for my cruise. And I have medical insurance, so it wasn't too bad that all the medical costs. Long story short, the camera fell too. I had a dash cam. I've talked Holly into that. In fact, she's getting the same dash cam I have. It does the speed, it does the location, it does front and back and internal. So whether she gets the Mazda or the Subaru, she's getting a camera too. Actually, the camera's on me. My cruise was totaled. Oh yeah. Holly's car, it didn't have a camera. And so it's a he said versus she. Well, the driver. He versus he said. Well, she had full coverage. So she woke up this morning with a sizable deposit from USAA. She's not a veteran, but her dad was the colonel. I like to call him the colonel. He's no longer with us. The colonel passed away before I met her, but she's got a sizable chunk from USAA because she had full coverage. So that's what I'm telling you, kids. I know it's cheaper to get liability if your car's paid off. Get full coverage because she's not waiting months. It's literally been days. It's a work week. It's been one work week. Not even, because it was deposited overnight. That's friggin' fast. Salute to USAA. Absolutely. Now, which insurance company will pay in the end, they will work that out. But whether it takes weeks or months or friggin' years, Holly got paid what Holly is legally due. I kind of think that she's due more. I never feel like the companies pay out as much as they should. I use Progressive, and my slow payout from a few years ago, that was from State Farm. To be fair, State Farm, it took them a long time. They did pay me. They paid me more. Well, actually, the car damage, the totaling of the car, they paid me less than what I thought I was doing. I was pretty pissed. I was pretty self-centered, all about me, wah, wah, wah. They didn't pay me what the car was worth to me. They paid me what the car was worth to them, and we had a difference of opinion on that. However, They pay me very well for potential medical bills that may occur over the years. um, that part of Holly's claim hasn't come in yet. I guess that may take a while, but that's okay because I pay copays. I am medically insured, but the final payout for my medical was many times more than what I had to pay back the insurance. When you get a payout from an insurance company for something like this, it's meant to cover medical bills. So anything your medical insurance covers in the meantime, you have to reimburse them. But even after I reimburse them, I got to say I profited. The combined medical payout and the tiny little car payout actually far exceeded the cost of the car. So speaking of things, Holly, my inner circle, very few people on YouTube who know me know Holly. My inner circle, they've seen Holly. They've never met her. Muckster, Killing Time, Nikki, Ariel, maybe one or two others. They've seen Holly. If you're curious what she looks like, the guys have been playing a joke on me about the pretty girl, and one of the musicals, it mentions Holly, and you see this this image of the old Wonder Woman, not this new Wonder Woman 1984, this lady from Israel, not that Wonder Woman, the Linda Carter version. People tell us, and we never live down, that she looks like Linda Carter. Well, that picture, I think it's an AI picture. It's very close to Linda Carter. It's very close to Holly. It's very close to what Holly looked like maybe 20 years ago, I'm guessing. Hey, man, we age. We do age. She's very beautiful. She's pretty to me. But if you're curious who we're talking about, there's a quick glimpse of the original TV series Wonder Woman, because it's based on Linda Carter, and Holly and Linda Carter look a lot alike. In fact, when I used to take her former car in for maintenance, the guy would bring her up, and after a while he says, "And you look like Steve Trevor." I'm like, "Who is Steve Trevor?" Steve Trevor is the Army guy who found Wonder Woman, and he was in the series as Major Steve Trevor, I think his name was. All right, I'm rambling. Where are we? Oh yeah, so we're looking at a couple cars. I don't know if we'll pick one up today or not. Okay, I already commented. I used Progressive. That payout for my cruise was from State Farm. And oh yes, Holly's company. There's a lot of Holly's company is one of those associations, and there's, in fact, Holly's employer and my employer are these kinds of companies that were mandated by the government, mandated into existence, but we're not really federal government. And hers was an association. I don't want to name it because there's still a lot of politics around it. And Holly was going to retire August 1st. Because of the shutdown, she's probably going to keep on working until January, February. She got mixed emotions. It's very sad. It's very sad for her to watch this association slowly dwindle down to nothing. Right now, they're down to 4 employees. When all this started, they had 17. They were 21 at their peak. Now, that's just the association. Kind of ironically, the board that governed them was like 3 times bigger than the employee base. And because of this big board, and it's political, they have state reps, they had federal reps like the Department of Interior. They have corporate reps from retailers who sell stuff related to what the association was for. I don't want to give that away because I'm trying to maintain her anonymity. Okay, so yeah, so you have the 17 employees, sometimes up to 21. You have about 30 board members, including state governments, including the federal government, including big retailers that sell products related to the activity this this was supposed to push. It did push for a while. So they have closing costs. They have closing. Now, don't get me wrong. For the 15 years that Holly has worked there, every quarter, I think it's quarter, because they're mandated in existence, the biggest bulk of their money comes from government grants. The government grant comes from the Department of Interior, which is executive branch, which is right now Donald Trump. Okay. And because of what they're mandated to do, where they get their money, drawdown is turning out to be quite expensive. They did 2 annual meetings with their board every year. Oh, annual means every year. State reps, Fed reps, corporations, blah, blah, blah. One in the summer was usually around here, usually in Alexandria. And for this year and next year, it's paid in advance. This year didn't happen because everything's, being disassembled. Next year is not going to happen, but it's already paid for. It's already contracted to be paid for. These conference centers, these hotels, once you contract it, even if you get out of it, you still have to pay for it. And this part pisses me off. They get to rent the space to somebody else while taking your money. The other one is usually in January, late January, early February, and that's at Disney. Yeah, Disney down in Florida. I got to go once because it's not just the employees and the board members and other interested parties, but they get to bring plus ones, sometimes little kids. So that's already paid through. Where is it? The next 3 Januaries. That's already paid for. I don't know if it's paid for or obligated to pay for. And now that they're not doing it, Disney gets to rent it out to somebody else if somebody else wants to rent it. And so Disney gets paid twice. What are the closing costs? They have to pay the contracted rooms, the conference rooms, the main mills for employees, family, board members, families, a certain number of park passes. When she and I went, we got park passes for her off meeting times to go play in the various parks down there in Disney. Closing costs include paying the local conference centers for 2025 and 2026, while nothing's happening there. Terminating the office terminating the lease where the office is. They have an entire floor in Old Town Alexandria. It's expensive. Terminating when you terminate a lease, you still got to pay. And yes, again, they get to re-lease it out to somebody else while you're paying them. Terminating a contract with the IT company. Yeah. The 17 people were not computer or network folks, even though Holly was dating a IT guy. There's very little I could advise them. They had to hire and contract people to maintain their laptops and desktops and printers and network and servers. They put a lot of stuff on the internet, a lot of advertising. That's still got to be paid through 2027. They're folding around January. In fact, they've ceased a lot of activity already. They're folding. Okay. And this is because the agency was mandated into Congress and the Department of Interior, at least until Doge. Oh, yeah, I forgot a point. They're always late. Their payment was due in March, and the federal government is always late. And going way back to the Obama years, people freaked out. People freaked out on the internet saying Obama was doing this and doing that. The activity the association represents, it's not political. In fact, it's anti-political, but most of the people who participate in that activity tend to lean to the right. And boy, they were pissed off at Obama because it was a little bit late. Well, it was a little bit late every quarter through Obama, through Trump, through Biden. And so they thought nothing of it when it was a little bit late in March, a little bit late in April, a little bit late in May. And near the end of May and June, they got the letter that the funds were stopping. They were stopping the funds. Doge Department of Government Efficiency. Well, how does this sound for government efficiency? Yeah, it's very sad for Holly to see all this go away, but because it's mandated by Congress and contracted by the executive branch, the Department of Interior. Okay, let me see how did I wrote this note down. Because the agency is mandated into existence by Congress, and Department of Interior was until Doge paying the bulk of the costs, the government grant. I mean, they get a little bit of money from the states, they get a little bit of money from the retailers, but that's such a small trickle. They can't exist without the government, without the federal government. Okay, call it a handout, if you will. The aforementioned costs are going to the Department of the Interior. Yeah, I'm like, how does this get paid for if you guys just don't exist anymore? And she was explaining, in other words, the executive branch of the United States government, in other words, Trump's government, is paying a realtor, an IT company, a hotels in Alexandria, and my favorite, woke Disney, for essentially nothing. Woke Disney is getting paid by Donald Trump this coming January and the next 2 Januaries after that a lot of money for rooms and conference centers and passes and meals. They're going to be sold to somebody else on top of that. So how's that for government efficiency, Mr. Trump? You're paying the woke people. You're paying the woke people. And the people kind of represented people who do things that you and your kids like to do. They're all out of business now. All right. All right. Yeah, well, it's sad for Holly to see this company seep into non-existence. She and I are getting a little smile at Trump's government is paying woke Disney lots of money. Bigly, hugely. Nobody handles finances better than me, the Donalds. For conferences, conventions, shit like that. That will never happen. So, not only does Mr. Trump's government pay Disney for these very expensive conferences for the next couple years, Disney also makes a similar amount of money from other organizations who wish to have the conferences there. In fact, that's why this association contracted years out, because it is hard. It is very, very hard. Some company out there, some organization is just Twitter pated that now they get space that Holly's company used to take up, and they're going to pay for it on top of, well, unfortunately, you, the taxpayer, me, the taxpayer, Holly, the taxpayer, on top of our money funneled by Trump, woke Disney's gonna make some good money, and because it was an association mandated by Congress, blah blah blah. It's probably a lot more money than a regular. Oh, there's a company, USAA or Progressive. Let's say they want a convention in Disney. They're probably going to pay a lot more because they don't get the government discount. Okay, last laugh. Okay, so that's my day. I've released the Howard files. We're looking at 2 cars, and we get kind of a chuckle at Mr. Donald Trump. Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio.